Hey BookTube! My name is the Book Mage, welcome back to my channel, and I hope everyone's holidays and festivities are going well so far. Today I'm trying to get back into the Bookmas spirit, and so I'm going to be attempting the 12 Days of Bookmas Tag. I believe this tag was originally created by Lizzie Loves Books, and so I will link her original video in the description down below. And yeah, so I'm just going to get on with the questions. Also, excuse me if I'm looking off to the side because I have her video up and the questions are in the description, so I'm just looking at my laptop to the side to see what they are. So question 1, A Partridge in a Pear Tree, your favourite standalone book? Okay, so I kind of want to say The Curse of Chalion by Lois McMaster Bujold. However, I'm not 100% sure if this is a standalone. I think this is the only book that follows like this character as the main character, but I know that there are other books set in like this world, in this universe, that follow different characters, and so maybe the story ties in. So I'm not sure like how standalone-y it is. This book follows a man returning home from the war to find work, and through some turn of events he is appointed as the tutor to the sister of the heir of the throne. And the main character of this book is like my favourite character from like any book ever, pretty much. I love him so much. I haven't actually read any of the other books in the series yet, so I can't say like how much they tie in and how much it feels like a standalone, but to my knowledge I believe that like this character's story and like this arc of the story is done and fully contained within this one book. But just in case I am wrong, I will also say The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, which no wonder this book is a standalone because it's literally big enough for like 3 other books. So it's kind of hard to sum up exactly what this book is about because it covers so much. But I guess the basic premise is, in the West, dragons are considered evil, and in the East they are revered, and in the East there are also dragon riders. There is this prophecy that this ancient evil dragon is eventually going to awake again, and the only thing stopping him from doing so is this ancient bloodline of queens. But the signs are saying that this ancient evil is going to awaken anyway. There are dragons and dragon riders, and there's magic in this, and it does also feature a female-female romance. It's kind of a feminist retelling of a few myths, including like the Arthurian legend and St. George and the Dragon, and I can't remember the name of the Japanese myth, but it's the one with like the 2 stones. I don't know what it's called. And I feel like BookTube doesn't really need me to talk about this because if you like fantasy you've probably already heard about this. But yeah, I would love for there to be other works set within this universe, but for now this is just a standalone. Question 2 is Two Turtle Doves, a fictional OTP or favourite ship? I think I'm going to struggle with this one because I don't really ever ship anyone. Maybe the ship in this. I'm just trying to think of things that I've read recently and like ships that I actually enjoyed the romance of for the most part. But I feel like I can't really say very much about this one for multiple reasons. If you know, you know. I'm honestly just trying to think though, like what other ships have I enjoyed at all? Actually, brainwave. Achilles and Patroclus from the Song of Achilles. To say that like a lot of this book was very romance heavy, fight me, it's the best one. Yeah, I don't think I've ever cared about or supported a romance in a book as much as this one. Not that I can like think of off the top of my head. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's this. Question 3 is Three French Hens, your favourite trilogy? Need more be said? Yeah, so I loved the Nevernight Chronicle. I will say I liked book 1 the most and I liked book 3 the least. But overall, I still really enjoyed this story. I loved the characters, I loved the world building, and do you know, it was honestly just a really good experience. I started reading this year, and the finale was released this year, so yeah, 2019 definitely gave me a wild ride with these 3 books, but I enjoyed pretty much every second of it, and yeah, I love this trilogy. If it wasn't obvious enough from me talking about it all the time on my channel anyway, I love this trilogy. I feel like there are a lot of books on my shelves where I have only read the first book in the series, or like the rest of the series isn't out yet, so I feel like this could potentially be topped. First book was a 5 stars for me, but the other 2 weren't, so if there was another series that I felt after reading it was overall better, then maybe in the future I'll have a different answer to this, but for now, Nevernight Chronicle is top bitch. Question 4 is Four Calling Birds, your favourite fictional beast or creature? All I can think of for this is like a dragon? I don't know. Dragons? I like dragons. Does it have to be like a specific named creature, like a character? Because I can't really think of any like actual dragon characters. I can think of a few, but the ones that I can think of aren't the kind of dragons that I particularly like. Oh, unless again you could have Mr. Kindly from the Nevernight Chronicle. Oh my god, my heart, I love Mr. Kindly. Best character. Question 5 is 5 gold rings. Show 5 gold books. I don't think I have 5 gold books, so hold on. Okay, let me just rearrange you. Obviously, I have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. It's beautiful and gold. Very, very shiny gold. Is this gold enough? I mean, it's kind of like a brownish, like, it's kind of like a rose gold colour, but it does have gold on the edges, which is very similar. Can I count this? Can I count this? Oh, Crooked Kingdom is, gold enough, right? This counts. The Name of the Wind has a gold spine. I feel like it's the best we're gonna get at this point. And, the binding, does this count as, like, gold enough? Okay, so, like, I really don't know who has more than 5 gold books on their shelves. I only really have 1 gold book on all of my shelves. So the only one I really have is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, and it's also beautiful under the cover. Next, I feel like I'm kind of cheating with this one. It's not so gold on the cover, but like the pages are very gold, and there's a lot of them because this book is so big. And like the front cover is like kind of similar. But yeah, I'm hoping the pages count because like I still don't have any other books to pick for this. Next, I think I went with Crooked Kingdom, also by Leigh Bardugo. This, like, to me this is a black book, but it has enough gold on it that, like, I'm kind of struggling here. Also, the binding, same deal as Crooked Kingdom, it just has, like, I feel like this has a lot more gold, but again, this to me is a black book with gold on it. And finally, a real stretch, is Name of the Wind, because it has a gold spine? Can I get away with that? Please? I feel like they're not really gold books, but those are the 5 most gold books on my shelves. So question 6 is 6 Geese a Laying, a Rotten Egg. What is your least favourite book? And I have said this so many times, it was The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. This was absolute steaming hot garbage pile trash, just the worst, the absolute worst. I hated 100% every second of this book. It was disappointing, it was misleading, it was just boring. I need to do like a whole video on why I hate this book so much and why it is so bad, and I also think I might do specifically from a world building perspective how not to do world building, because this book is just so bad at its world building. It's laughably bad, it's horrendous. I realise I'm being really harsh, but like I hated this book. I hated it. I was angry reading this book. I felt almost like I was being trolled reading this book. Like, it was that bad. So yeah, Bone Witch. Question 7 is 7 Swans Are Swimming. Show a book with water on the cover. I'm going to go with The Gutter Prayer by Gareth Hanrahan. I don't know if you can see there, but they're stood on like the edge of some canal or docks. I don't know if you can see there, but these characters are stood on the edge of like a canal or like some docks or something. There's a boat there, so like this is water. It counts. Question 8 is 8 Maids Are Milking. What fictional food do you wish you could taste? I don't know. I definitely know that I have read about fictional food before, but like nothing is coming to mind. All I can think of is like lembas bread and like pumpkin pasties, and I'm pretty sure pumpkin pasties would taste like shit because ew. There's a reason that Greggs do not sell a pumpkin pasty. All I can really think of is the waffles that Nina so craves in 6 of Crows. I know they're just waffles. I know that like I can probably just go downstairs and like make some waffles or something. But there's got to be a reason that she loves the waffles so much. I'm imagining that they will be the best waffles I have ever tasted. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the waffles from 6 of Crows. Sounds good. Question 9 is 9 Ladies Dancing. Your favourite dance between 2 characters. Why can't I think of any books where people dance? Like, I'm pretty sure they dance in Throne of Glass, but like, I'm not picking that. I'm pretty sure they also dance in The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, but again, I don't care. I'm trying to think of like books that I actually care about the dance. The only dance I can think of is like, I'm gonna call it the corpse dance from Interview with the Vampire, but again, I don't think that should count. Actually, can I go with this again? There's a dance in this. I'm pretty sure Trick and Mia do dance. They do, right? I'm not just making that up in my head. Like, I know the scene that it's at. I'm pretty sure they dance. They've got to dance. I'm going with this again. And don't fight me for picking like Nevernight for everything. It's just a good book. Question 10 is 10 Lords a Leaping. Favourite book to movie adaptation? Look, I know Harry Potter was good, but we all have to admit the best adaptation is The Lord of the Rings. Just the whole trilogy. Just all of it. I do not have the books with me on my shelves, so like I don't have anything to put up here. But like, if you've seen the films, you know. Question 11 is 11 Pipers Piping. Favourite book to movie adaptation soundtrack? Again, The Lord of the Rings. I'm really sorry, I know, again, Harry Potter soundtrack, fantastic. However, Lord of the Rings! Aside from the fact that they're like some of the best movies ever made, fight me, they have some of the best movie music ever made. Fight me! They're so good, like they're genuine like masterpieces of movies. I love them so much, and like the music makes me so, like, it hits me right here. I love it. I love the movies, I love the music, I love the soundtrack, I love everything about it. This is really making me want to rewatch the movies and reread the books now. They're just really good. They're just like undeniably really good. I know, I also love some of the music from Harry Potter as well, but like it does not match up. It does not match up to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. And finally, question 12 is 12 Drummers Drumming. It's the end of the song, and what is your favourite book ending? Well, it's not gonna be Dark Dawn. I don't know, it's kind of a tough one, because like, usually the endings, sometimes they tend to be like the weakest part of the book. Oh, I've done repeats in this tag already, I don't care. The ending to this book, I can't say. I'm not going to say, but if you know, you know. And like, I reread the last line and the last paragraph like 1,000 times. It took a long time for my brain to process. I was just in some kind of way. All I'm going to say is the end to this book, yeah. So there we go. That was the 12 Days of Bookmas book tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a wonderful December so far. I am going to go and ingest copious amounts of seasonal food right now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!